Phyllis and welcome to Foundis, the show that's going to redefine our idea of the typical Aussie bloke in the 21st century. Because right now he's confused about his role in society, under a bit of pressure, maybe even feeling slightly inadequate. So instead of criticising, we are going to celebrate the magnificent land of man, and I'll be your tour guide. On tonight's episode, we're waxing lyrical about the stuff that can divide men and women. It grows curly, it grows straight, and I grow tired of keeping it off my upper lip. It's hair, fur, fuzz, on the head, on the body, hair where it's obvious, hair where the sun don't shine, unless you're very bold or bald. Are hairy men the forgotten love gods, or is the bald man a walking, talking, mouth-watering hotbed of unspeakable desire? Joining me to tease out this hairy debate is a panel of men of various follicle strengths. We have Warren Coleman, Nathan Lee Jones, the lovely Andrew Pryor, and over in the corner there, Nicholas Hope. So, back to the hair and now. See what I did there?
I like it.
Let's see what the man and woman on the street think.
It'd be very rare that a girl would like a bald man anyway, no?
I've got lots of friends who've lost their hair at an early young age, and yeah, I mean, women find them very appealing and sexy, so...
It's about the personality, I think. Because you can be very, very handsome, but if you don't have anything in your mind, it's not attractive.
Yeah, I've got lucky genes, I think.
So hairy chests or bare chests?
That's not my thing, but I know plenty of girls that like it.
But I mean, there's girls out there who loves bald men, so I don't see anything wrong with that.
It's probably an acquired taste.
But I have heard the theory that it indicates more testosterone and maybe there's something genetic behind it.
No, we're just sold that.
I only know a handful of bald men.
You know, like, oh, this man is more virile because he's bald or something. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
Most of them are uncles and dads, so I don't know.
If I had more hair, maybe I would not be here talking to you, you know? Maybe on the Riviera.
A handful of bald men. I mean, if that's not poetry, I don't know what is. Warren Coleman.
Yeah, no, the hair's great because it's got so many uses. I mean, like, you know, like the little bit under your lip here just says, if you're looking and you're looking and you're looking, if you haven't seen anything so far that you like, move on. It's the end here. Go to the next person.
Is that why you have that tuft?
Exactly. It just helps. It just helps. I'm trying to always help other people out. If you haven't seen anything you like so far, don't go any further. Just move on.
You're making me cry again for all the good reasons. All the good reasons.
How long have you had this for? Oh, way too long.
Wow.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
Before it was cool in like the...
Oh, totally.
Wow.
I don't think... Is it cool?
Warren started the flavour saver.
Icy. Chilling.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Hair. I mean, you've got some, what I call the stubble action going on.
Kind of designer.
Bit of beard burn kind of thing. I don't know why.
I get a bit lazy sometimes and sometimes I miss places. So if I kind of keep a little bit of it there, it's kind of deliberate if there's that stray thing. But do you know, as you get older, hair starts turning up in weird places. And like the other day I was shaving and there was one here. Yeah. I'm like, what? It's out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you all a bit of a secret. I shouldn't, because thy vice is vanity. However, for a long time, I've had a little white hair that kind of growing out of here. And when my jeweller, Jared Wollaston, was putting on something spectacular the other day, or today, in fact, he said, oh, there's a little hair there, and he went, oh, it's kind of growing.
And he kept pulling and pulling and pulling.
So you were like 3 feet shorter.
Exactly.
Not a very glamorous moment, I have to say. But Andrew, now, you know what I'm going to ask you.
No.
Let's talk about the goatee beard.
The goatee beard?
Yes.
Why do you want to talk about that? I'm not bald. I'm only follically challenged.
Follicle challenged, we can call it that.
Look, it's the only place hair will grow. Well, actually, that's not true. It grows everywhere from there down, pretty much.
And tell me about breeze and goatee for you.
Well, I once grew the goatee, and that was the first time in about, I think this was about 5 years ago, it was the first time in a good 20 years that I actually felt the wind blow through my hair.
It was a nice feeling.
And it was long enough to have that. And I often dream about that now.
Really?
So I dream about wind blowing hair, being able to flick.
Flick.
Doesn't have to see. I look like I've got a twitch. When all I'm trying to do is like just flick my hair. And going to the hairdressers. I dream about going to the hairdressers.
Oh, you miss the flick.
I do.
You miss the flick.
Know, like
little step and just move that over here.
And the reveal as well, turn around.
But hindsight of that is I do my own hair now.
Right.
Yes.
Well, Nicholas Hope, another follically challenged man. I don't like that phrase because, you know, you're bald or you're not.
Yes.
Nicholas.
Yeah. We were in the dressing room earlier and there was discussion going on from people with hair and what about, you know, how were they going to wear it? And were they too old for this particular look now and should they do something? And I thought the one good thing about losing your hair is you just don't have to be, I was going to say give a
give a hair
about that anymore. And that's a real plus. The interesting thing for me though is that when I dream and have myself in the dream, I always have hair.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another kind of hairy dream.
It is not often. I shouldn't say often. It's just that it is. It's a shock when I see a reflection of myself and I'm not expecting to see the reflection. I always think, who's the bald guy?
And on that note, we're going to go to a break. See you after this. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so one school of thought believes that hair on a man's chest equals strength, but the gorilla, the most powerful creature on two legs, has hair everywhere except on his chest. Now, Warren Coleman, what do you think of that theory?
I feel like the gorilla's got kind of a leathery, shiny patch on his chest, and I reckon if you had one of those, you'd probably, you know, you'd make a lot of friends. I'm just saying, you know, like
Batman does, right?
Exactly,
So
it's leathery, it's shiny, you can see your face in it. You know, it's like a giant shoe that you wear.
Sure.
You know, you wouldn't like, and it's like armour, really. It's a carapace, really. More than
carapace. Now, there's a word we don't hear too often.
I love one of those.
I'm not so sure I want to be lying there on your chest, sort of, you know, just massaging this leather.
I'm not sure Warren wants you
I'm not sure
lying
he
on his
wants
chest either, but
you know, I'd much rather a bit of hair there, to, you know, just to,
okay.
you
Well,
know,
it's less
go
comfy
through.
then. Yeah, I feel like I'm a giant sofa otherwise. You know,
Yes.
just,
That's right. So, Warren, you never felt the need to remove said fur?
No, I don't even have enough to take off. I mean,
Really?
I'm the sort of, you'd think from the look of my arms,
Absolutely.
I'm a big carpet guy, you know, I'm a Wookiee. But no, I'm underneath here, I've got the T-shirt of no hair. You know, if you take this off, it's like I'm wearing a T-shirt with no hair and the rest is like this kind of carpet.
Baby smooth.
I don't know what it is. It's kind of, evolution has not been kind to my kind, whenever we are.
Is that something you don't like,
Honestly, I never think about it because I've never had any option. If I'd been furry and then got, you know, bald chest and needed a merkin, different story. But I'm not, you know.
Absolutely.
I received an email from a gentleman in Malaysia that wanted a photo of me shirtless because he liked them chubby, fat and hairy chest.
Right.
Oh, sorry, chubby, bald and hairy chest. Yeah.
Did you press delete?
Yes, I did. Well,
right after you sent the photo.
I didn't want it in the woman's day. You know?
Not again.
Crazy.
No.
I find that people that do have hairy chests don't want hairy chests, and people that don't have a hairy chest do want hairy chests. That seems to be the go. Like, you get people that do get a wax because they have too much hair, and then the people that say they've never had hair before, they want hairy chests.
So I'm assuming nobody at this table has had a wax.
I have had a wax.
Yes.
I can imagine it would just be horrendously
It's
painful.
the worst thing ever, and I don't even know why I did do it. But
Why did you do it?
Because I do have a little bit of hair, and then it's the same principle.
Can I see how much you have?
It's just a little bit.
Oh, watch the mic, because then we'll get all into trouble.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, that's it.
Well, I've never had a wax with a microphone on, that's for sure. But yeah, it is weird though. Like, sometimes we want what we don't have, and vice versa. And, but it's horrible. It's the worst thing ever.
Well, have you ever had while you're dreaming of hair, have you ever thought that if you had more hair here, perhaps, you would transplant it here? Because I've heard of cases, and it costs something like $12,000, or it did several years ago. A friend of mine had a hair transplant, which went, not a single hair, which would be a waste of money, really, wouldn't it?
It really would. It really would. You'd want it more than one.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
$12,000 a hair.
Exactly.
It starts to get pricey
Exorbitant.
pretty quick.
It's crazy. So a full area was removed from the back of his head, and it was actually surgically sewn into, and it looks amazing. You would not tell the difference.
I don't know. I sort of have this feeling that I had a head full of pubic hair. Yeah. It would get to me. But I worked with someone years and years ago. I used to sort mail when they did that kind of thing. And there was this guy sat next to me, and he was bald, and he was saving up for an operation which was apparently current then, where you'd cut, like he had hair on the sides, like I do, and you'd cut a patch of skin out here and then pull it across. And he said, you know, he'd done the research and apparently it gave you migraines for a month or something
lovely.
like that.
But you looked fabulous.
You look amazing.
But you could only do a quarter a time.
That's
terrible.
Because it took a while for the skin.
Sure.
And I was also thinking, but it's going to thin it out. You'll have...
Well, here's
What guys will
my...
do this at sex?
Exactly. But here's my theory on the bald man, okay? With love and with respect. It is the male equivalent to a female's pregnant belly. Because when I was pregnant, people just had license to come up and kiss, pat, thing.
Oh, yes.
So for me, it's like public property, it's real estate that's open to all, to come and pat, kiss. So,
Hens nights.
So, hens nights, maybe. What I want to do now, in front of everybody, I've got the lips, to perhaps who wants, or no, I'm just going to nominate. Can I come and kiss you, Nicholas?
No.
See, when you ask, that's the problem. You've just got to do it.
I'm just going to kiss you, Anthony. Still.
No, it is one thing that is actually just, it makes me want to cry.
Really?
It absolutely does, because it makes me feel insecure that somebody would joke to go and kiss you on the forehead as a game.
Really?
That's what hens
Yes, and it becomes a humiliation.
It's not humiliation.
It is, it's a public humiliation.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Wow.
Even if I did it with love? Just
You're doing
a little
humiliating love.
It's not humiliating. A little like, tiny peck.
We've gone too far now. We've gone too far. We can't do this.
He's not going to let me.
You
Sorry,
can kiss me
I
only
tried.
if you marry me.
Okay.
There you go. Great.
Wow. Oh, look at that! See, do you know what's intimidating? It's the lipstick.
Do you reckon it's the lipstick, and then how the hell do I get it off?
People.
Okay.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Right. Well, let's move on, because clearly I think we've got an awkward moment here, and I'm feeling a bit embarrassed, and clearly I've lost lipstick.
Yeah.
So I would like to cross now to a little section on what happens when, how much money, indeed, we all spend on hair removal, men and women. Let's have a look at this. A few hairy facts for you. Every year, Australians spend over $100 million on razors and $30 million on waxes and depilatory creams. 2/3 of both gay and heterosexual Aussie men shave or wax their pubic hair to make them seem more attractive. But here are some other reasons. Increased sensitivity, hygiene, and to please a partner. Sorry about that. But did you know that actually prostitutes in ancient Egypt started the whole pubic hair removal waxing craze? It was done primarily for hygiene purposes, but also to tell everybody what their profession was. Who needs business cards, right? We all remember the first time we did it, that maiden hair removal. I was 15. It was a new razor. A couple of Nicks were involved, Nick Papadopoulos and Nick Rogers. But I make light of what for some people can be a very painful exercise. And when it comes to men, they grin and bear it when they bear it, because it's all about being the man, right? Well, really? Let's put that to the test. So here we have the lovely Ben Norris, and he has happily volunteered to share with us his pain threshold. Okay, so we've got, I think I'll do bikini line, because you've got a smattering. It's a short segment.
Yeah, that's 33 years of growth. Let's get rid of it.
I'll be gentle. Okay, here we go. Powder first, ladies and gentlemen, powder first. Smooths before I actually dries the area out so it's not too sweaty. And living the dream, folks. Righty-ho. Righty-ho, never said that. Just warming up the wax. Ben's got his eyes closed.
Yep. Just preparation. Just the quiet time before the storm. Yeah.
Oh, good sound effects. Okay, just going to lay it on now. Close your eyes, Ben, it's better that way.
Fine. I just wanted to check out what's going on, you know.
It's okay, I'm just going to smooth it down
strange
now.
noises.
Yep.
Keep your eyes open.
I'll just keep my fingers away from
that's
the...
fine. Well, it's slightly pleasurable.
Slightly. Okay, you ready? I'm going to have to hold it taut.
Okay.
Okay.
I think, do you leave it on or just rip it off?
Well, I have to rip it off.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know, you've done this before.
Close your eyes.
All right,
1, 2, 3. Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to leave it on for longer. I think you took something else off.
I didn't. Stop. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We have to get it baby smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll go back again.
Yeah.
No, stuff it. We'll do another strip.
This is like you're just individually pulling them out one by one.
Yeah, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, that's great.
Some people pay big money for this.
Yeah, I think it's called Japanese torture.
Japanese. I'm going to go one more time.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alrighty.
We'll go
Let me hold on to that one.
And then I think we'll cross to our guys to let us know what they think.
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go. No, I think these...
that was like opposite day. Yeah, that's actually more...
We'll be back after this. Maybe you'll be bearer after the break.
I don't know. They've been there for a while. They might want to stay.
I just don't want to go. And welcome back from the wax. So the pain threshold, I think it's a fluid thing, and it doesn't matter if you're a big man or petite woman. For me, waxing my legs and getting some chickscaping done, just thought I'd share that, is very rare. That's very rare, by the way, but it's not a problem. It's only when I'm getting rid of the mo, excruciating. Now, while we're on the subject of hair on a woman's body, is it sexy or scary? Here are some firm views.
You talking like hairy armpits and hairy legs, or no?
Either way.
Not natural.
I like a bit of hair. Not too much, maybe.
No, I don't love hairy chest, but I like a little bit of hair.
Not on the shoulders.
Well, he's got a hairy chest, so I better say yes to that one.
Tiny bits. Yeah, just so it's different from me.
A clean, tidy woman is preferable, yes.
Okay, so we're talking on women.
Neatly groomed.
Yeah, I'm quite fit for men, got that one, thank you.
But not excessively.
I'm probably a little bit different, but I don't find that unattractive.
Brazilian's probably going a bit too far.
A beard, maybe.
Clean and trimmed is appropriate.
I prefer Brazilian.
I don't need a 70s bush.
My boyfriend doesn't, but I do.
And I have the decency to keep things trimmed as well.
I just find it more comfortable. It's kind of more airy.
Nicholas Hope, I mean, I can't help but come straight to you and say, are you a 70s bush kind of man?
Are you asking me about my own habits with my own pubic hair?
Well, perhaps. I mean, if you want to go down that road, we can. No, the women that you like to be with.
Are they 70s bushes or...
Is what I'm asking.
I think that they really should be the people to answer on that particular
But your
thing.
personal
But my
preference,
own personal...
yeah.
I don't think I have one, but I must admit that I suppose this is going to say I do have a preference. I do find the complete depilation of the pubic area seems to me like wanting to... It gets into kind of child areas, to me, the view of it.
Yeah, so you're more into the au naturel, really?
What I'm saying is that the complete depilation of the pubic area reminds me of a child's pubic area, and that's problematic for me.
Correct, but when a woman is a woman, the natural state is...
What I'm saying is that the complete depilation of the pubic area, to me, seems like...
I think Nicholas just likes to say the word depilation.
He doesn't want to say 70s bush, he's trying to figure out the best way.
It's funny though, isn't it? Because you can have a personal preference and everything, that's all great, but really, you're not going to like say, I'm sorry. No, it's by the time the pants come off, it's a little late. You know, it's not something you can really advertise ahead of time. You're really going to say, well, you've stepped up to the plate now, and you've made a commitment already. And if you're stepping out because of that at this point, you've got some kind of a problem.
Exactly. So be it a 21st century tuft or a 70s bush, you're in there.
You take it. You play it where it lays, really. You know,
pretty much.
Into the rough or into, I don't care.
Yeah, you know, machetes and jungle.
Exactly. I'm much more grateful these days than anything else.
Andrew, are you doing trimming down there, or are you...
I thought you were going to ask about women, because I was going to say, having never been with one. But I kind of think it's kind of a bit of a surprise, though, isn't it? If you leave it all there. If you get a Brazilian and
like
then you
you
drop his axe and then it's all just there. Hi. There's no surprise to that. Whereas if there's a bit of bush there, you can go a little bit of exploring. I don't want to go too far.
But you pretty much know what's there. I mean, where's the surprise?
Exactly. So, no. That's what I'm saying. See, I don't.
You don't know what's there?
Well, I've never been there. I can't, you know.
Okay, no. let's talk about...
We're talking about women.
Okay.
Yes.
But we're not, really.
Okay,
For you, we're talking about a man. Yes.
Oh, look.
So there's no surprise, because you know what's
it's there
behind.
Yeah. A bit of hair, non-hair, it's all a bit, It's all good.
It's all good. Hair.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Wow.
Yeah.
70s bush?
Let's do it.
I wasn't
Let's
around
talk.
in the 70s, so I didn't really,
You missed out on the 70s.
I did.
Yeah.
But I've seen apparently like a lot of crazy porn going on back then too. So that's, yeah. And you do notice actually, funnily enough, like the habits back then are very different to now. But I almost, I kind of understand what Nicholas is saying as well, like when it's all totally waxed and gone.
I have to say that does not.
It's a little bit weird, isn't it?
I don't know why we need to go to such extremes. Some women say it's hygiene. Why? Just shower more regularly. I don't understand.
Yeah. But what I find fascinating is the whole, we touched briefly in the package about women and armpit hair. That's an interesting one because that is natural.
Sorry.
When it's natural for a woman to have armpit hair, but it's so, for a lot of people, both guys and girls, find it so disgusting. What's the deal with that? Because I mean, I fall into this category too, where you do see a woman with armpit hair, and you go, "What's going on?" Like, take some maintenance. But but you don't say that to guys. What's the deal with that?
Do you do trimming? Do you do any sort of trimming?
I think I do, but I think you have to like nowadays because I've been told before, like, oh wow, you're gonna it's been suggested to me at times, and so it's just like, okay, well, I guess that's what you do, and from then on you have to kind of it's upkeep, and then it's like
you're not trimming though, are you?
No, only my head, and believe me, that needs it seriously super bad. It's like these eyebrows, I'll be like Robert Menzies and what if I let them go for a second. Right. So I need that, like super, otherwise I'm a werewolf. But I need it there. But everywhere else, I'm kind of like, it's all right. Listen, if we're committed to that,
you let it go.
We'll let it go. You take what you get.
I think that women, in general, are quite fascinated by pubic hair, and I'll tell you how I think, how I believe, why I believe that. My mother, when she was a teenage girl back in Cairo, her and her girlfriends decided to decide one day to settle it that the pubic hair never goes straight. It can never become straight. So they plucked a couple, got out an ironing board and an iron, and they ironed the damn thing, boing, back up.
See, she's like Einstein, the Einstein of pubic hair. She ran an experiment, she had a proposition, a theory, she tested it, and, why isn't her name on everyone's lips?
I worry I worry about people now at home trying to iron their pubic hair and they might not have pulled it out.
That's an easy
so don't try this at home.
Don't
and actually,
try that at home.
whether it's long, short, curly, waxed, relaxed, pubic, public, hidden in your privates, barely there on your head, something that you dread, the reality is hair is hair is hair. Is hair. Some of us love a lot of it, some of us just want to get rid of it. For some men, it's the source of pain, but for others, it is the epicentre of pleasure. So to paraphrase that classic 70s hit, if you can't have the hair you love, then love the hair you have. I'd like to thank all of my men and their hairstyles, those we can run our fingers through and those we can't. Warren Coleman, Nathan Lee Jones, Andrew Pryor and Nicholas Hope. Join us again next time right here on Foundis, where we get mails. Good night.
Very nice.